Technological Ashes, Chapter 13, Words of Life. I had passed out from the sheer stress and act of being intensely crossed. I woke up as the sun was setting and was incredibly hungover. Ugh, how long was I out for? Andy looked at me with softness in his eyes. Only 12 hours. You didn't miss much, but we are only 236 miles from Albuquerque, so when you're sobered up, we'll start the attack. I nodded, and then I noticed my splitting headache. Gordon noticed as he walked in. Andy, tend to the train's controls, please. Andy nodded, and Gordon walked over to me with a cup of tea. It was cold, but did the trick. I'm sorry for what you having to become. Killing ain't easy, and if any of us were to die, I'd be beside myself. I took Gordon's hand between mine. What these past few days have taught me is that death is never far. I've accepted my inevitable death, and I hope that if I were to die, that you and Andy don't stop fighting and living. Gordon shook his head. Seb, come on, man. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. We'll make damn well sure of that. I noticed how Gordon was teary-eyed. But, Gordon, I've done so much wrong these past few days that death wouldn't be an escape, but a blessing. I smiled sadly, and Gordon again shook his head. Please don't talk like that, Seb. You're the only thing keeping us together, and you're far too nice a person. I pulled Gordon into a hug. Sorry for being depressed. I just can't fully cope with death, especially at my hands. How do you two do it? Gordon wiped his tears away. Truthfully? I nodded. You don't, Seb. Even Andy has confided in me that it haunts him. I've never gotten over it, and truthfully, you never will. You just have to fight that darkness. I sipped from the calming Earl Grey tea. My own tears started to surface. But it hurts, Gordon. Sure, Will deserved it, I guess, but the woman didn't, especially not how I went about it. It just haunts my every breath. Gordon nodded. Yeah, it does, Seb, and I hate to say it always will, but for your own sake, please don't give up. I chuckled. For my own sake? I'm in hell, my friend. How do I find heaven? Andy then walked in. Gordon, can you go to the controls? I want to talk with Seb. Gordon let go of my hands, and Sparky was lying down on the ground looking sad. Gordon hugged me tightly, then walked over to the controls. Hey, man. Andy looked scared. Hey yourself, Seb. Andy took a seat on the couch with me. His eyes were sad and scared. How do I live with it, Andy? How? He simply shrugged. You don't, truthfully. You just have to persist, I hate to say. But in all the years of therapy I did before and after my accident, the one thing that stuck with me was this. He pulled out a brown leather journal. What's this, Andy? He handed it to me. It's my journal from right after the accident. I've made my peace with my own demons, and I hope you can get some help from my pain. We all do the best with what we can, and what we have, and who we have. He pulled me in for a hug. We're always here for you, man. And for the first time since the outage, I felt a semblance of peace. Thank you. The hug again lasted a while. Hey, Andy, you know you can let go, right? He nodded, but didn't. Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure you feel safe and loved. I blushed. You corny idiot. He let go and smiled his adorable smile. Yeah, I know, but you love me anyway. I rolled my eyes, yet I couldn't help but smile. You're an asshole. A lovable asshole. But still an asshole. He got up, bowed, then flipped me off. Why was I falling for this stupid idiot? I couldn't say, but it just felt right.